How does a Jew cry? A lot of tears have been shed lately. So many funerals, so many young people taken in the prime of their life. So much tragedy. As Jews throughout our history, we've been crying for thousands of years. But exactly how is a Jew supposed to cry? We know how to shake a lulav. We know how to keep kosher. We know what we're allowed to look at and what our eyes must avoid. But how do we cry? How does a Jew, a Yid, cry? Let's take it outside the box. Remember the story of Moshe and how he was found as an infant by the daughter of Paro? The pasuk says, "Vatomer miyaldei ha'ivrim zeh." She immediately said, "It's one of the Hebrew boys," meaning she knew he was a Jew. How did she know that? The Slonim Rebbe, the Netivot Shalom, gives an answer that will change your life forever. He said that the daughter of Paro realized Moshe was a Jew by the way he cried. His cry, writes the Rebbe, was a bechi shel tikva, a cry of hope, and not a bechi shel yeush, a cry of despair. This little 3-month-old baby who entered the world amidst tragedy, sadness, darkness, and slavery was already looking towards the future. His cry was one of hope, optimism, and for better days. Our nation has endured so much pain, so much destruction, that it's easy to cry. Who wouldn't? The hard part isn't whether or not to cry, that's obvious. The challenge is to make sure we cry a bechi shel tikva, a cry of hope, and never a cry of despair. Behind me is Har HaBayit, the Temple Mount. When looking at that, there's a lot to cry about. It's the site of the Churban HaBayit, the destruction of both temples, both Batei Mikdash. But when I look at it, I don't see the destruction. I see the third and final Beit HaMikdash. I see the Kohen Gadol in all his glory entering the Kodesh HaKodeshim on Yom Kippur. I see millions of my brothers and sisters coming to Yerushalayim on Pesach with their lambs and enjoying the holiday in the streets of this beautiful city. Fellow Jews, join me as we cry for hope for ourselves, our families, our soldiers, the hostages, and our entire beloved nation. Remember the rule. Don't ever cry with despair. Cry only with hope, ambition, confidence, faith, and Jewish pride. L'shana haba b'Yerushalayim habnuya. Next year in the rebuilt city of Yerushalayim. I'm Yisrael Chai.